Not a lot of history between these two clubs, surprisingly. Both European clubs. Netherlands, obviously the European champs. Netherlands, they opened. I thought they opened a relatively fair price here in the three-way market, and then Italy and draw have just been taking buckets of money, presenting a little bit of value on Netherlands, but not enough to really want to get involved on them winning in regulation. I think the play here is pretty straightforward. Both teams to score. Both teams have given up goals. Both teams have been able to, have shown the ability to finish. Both teams to score is -118. I think this should be a very fun match. I got Netherlands advancing 2-1. I've underrated Italy to this point in this World Cup, I will admit. And Italy probably is relatively live here, given that they have some confidence and that they look like they're playing well as a team. But both teams to score here seems like the pretty obvious angle. Maybe it's too obvious, but both teams to score at -118 is my look.
Yeah. To be honest with you, this was the hardest game for me to cap. Like you said, not much history between the two. Interestingly, Netherlands are quite a lot shorter priced to win the tournament than Italy are. Obviously here, Netherlands to win the match 2.2, Italy 3.6. It's a lean, and it was both teams to score. That was the only sort of one I was sort of feeling out on this one. Both teams to score 1.88. I just think there's not much to split the two teams. I think they scored similar amounts. They both conceded 2 goals. I think both should get on the score sheet. Do you think this is a match that could go into extra time?
Yeah,
me
I do.
Too.
I do. I thought. I mean, I still have a little bit of confidence in the Netherlands. I like the way they play. They're a little sloppy on the back end. They've given up some goals that I don't think that they were tight. They were tired. They were their strategy and style did not match well for their match against Japan. I think that in general is depressing their price a little bit. And I see people that I respect putting some legitimate money down on the draw here, which, you see that kind of activity and you got to think, okay, well, there's, that does that make sense? And you look at, the history of, you look at where we are in the tournament, the fact that things do get a little bit tighter at this point in time and that they're relatively equal squads. Yeah. Draw makes sense here, and I would lean toward the Netherlands if it does go to penalties, but it's a pretty weak lean. And so I guess I get why they're favored to advance. I get, seeing them advance after regulation would not surprise me. But I'm nervous, and I have a Netherlands ticket pre-tournament. I was on them at 15-1, so I'm a little nervous here but I think it's too early to hedge still. They have too far to go. They're going to have to beat Germany likely in the next round and then presumably match up against USA in the final. So, best case scenario for me, Netherlands gets through somehow, some way, plays Germany in the semifinals, and then I'm holding 3 out of the 4 outright tickets, and then England can break my heart.